Welcome back. This is Sketchbook app 102. So what I want to show you is you can call out some templates that we provide you. The templates allows you to quickly use it as a reference to draw out your design and hopefully make it three-dimensional. So if you were to look for files, your teacher may pass you the template files. So usually it's on your iPad, or you can use the Lightning adapter to connect to a thumb drive. So over here you probably will select, let's say, uh, this pencil tool holder. Alright, so of course what you do is you want to import this, or you want to copy. So what you do is, of course, you notice that I use my finger. You can use your Apple Pencil. When you tap on it and you hold for a while, you can select the copy tool. Alright, so it's now copied to the so-called clipboard, and you call out your so-called Sketchbook app. Make sure you're on the layer that you are working on, which is usually the bottom layer. So when you tap here, right, you can paste over here. Alright, now before you click on done, there's a few things you can do. You can mirror it, you can flip it vertically and things like that over here, so you can try it out. But I just want to make it a bit smaller. Alright, so you can try this thing and then press done. Okay, so this template is actually at the bottom layer, right? So you don't draw whatever is at this bottom layer. And you also notice that the template is quite dark, right? Because sometimes we print it on paper, and then you can use your normal design journal sheets and put the page that you want to draw your design on top of the template, and then you can see the guidelines. Okay, now a little bit about this. All right, you may think that this template looks weird, right? Because normally our human beings, we like to see things balanced and in equal or symmetrical. So why is it like slanted towards right hand side? Okay, and this one, the slanting is always to the right hand side also. So if you were to project these two lines very far away, it will meet at a point. So this is what we call the 1-point perspective. In fact, this one has 2-point perspective because this part here, which appears nearest you, is larger. The portion of this box or crate behind you appears smaller. Okay, so the second perspective is actually these two lines. All right, you project very far to the left, you will meet at a point somewhere at the horizon. So this is a 2-point perspective so-called template. So before you start, all right, you can actually make it let's say less bright. See, all right, so as long as you can see the layer still, you kind of like select the opacity from this layer. Okay, what it does is it will not kind of like obstruct you, you know, when you draw the guidelines or the template so dark, and then your sketches also as dark. All right, it confuses you sometimes. So this one, all right, remember to tap a new layer. All right, so before we proceed with some simple sketching, if you were not like a particular piece of work at one layer, so what you do is you just tap and hold. All right, now you see there's a dustbin tool. The plus sign has become a dustbin tool, so you just drop it there. All right, so that it goes permanently. Right, I'm not sure whether it can undo, so let's try. Okay, yeah, I did tap undo. Yes, all right, it's back. Okay, how many times undo, I do not know. All right, for the free Sketchbook app, how many times undo or redo, I do not know. So you can see that we will work on this layer first. All right, the one above the template. So make sure you select the top layer. Okay, and then of course you pick the tool that you would like to let's say do the sketching. So I will just stick it with pencil. All right, maybe about this size. And of course when you sketch freehand, all right, so I'm going to come up with an imaginary sketch, okay, which looks like this. Okay, so if you inspect it, all right, you will find that the lines are not close. All right, if the lines are not close, when you add color to it, there will be a problem. The color will spill out. Okay, so what you do is you do a bit of touching up, you know, editing. You can always zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the eraser tool. All right, I think this is the soft eraser. There you go. All right, now if it's suddenly so big, right, so you have to change the size of it. Okay, so you change the size. This one is the sharp corner eraser. Right, so never mind, let's just move on. So when you have it close by, you can actually do the so-called editing here. So I'm going to go back to select my pencil. Okay, now you can rest the palm onto your screen. Okay, okay, what did I do? I just undo the thing. Okay, so this is a negative demo, so let me just erase it and just get the thing to come back here. Alright, so you can close up the lines over here. Now this is actually a slanted 2D image, right? Because it's now drawn onto the front surface of this box. So if we want to so-called project it back, we will have to use some tools next to actually help us shift this to a background, right? So we pause for here.